depression.
Most of the advice given to seniors dealing with depression is either too simple to take seriously or too complicated to actually do. And when it doesn't work, you don't blame the advice, you blame yourself. You have been told to think positive. You have been told to keep busy, to count your blessings, to get some fresh air, to call someone. And maybe you tried some of it. Maybe you tried all of it, and you woke up the next morning and it was still there. That weight, that flatness, that feeling of going through the motions of a life that used to feel like yours. That stops today. These are 10 approaches to beat depression after the age of 60 that actually work. Number 7 is the most effective. Are you ready to start healing? If yes, watch this video to the end if you are ready to beat depression today. Not tomorrow, today. Over a third of older adults worldwide are living with some degree of depression right now, and the vast majority of them are doing exactly what you have been doing, carrying it quietly, managing it alone, waiting for it to pass. It does not pass on its own, but it does respond, and that is everything. Now, in my last video, we went through the 7 signs of depression after the age of 60 that most people never recognize. And if you haven't seen that one yet, pause right here, go watch it first, and come back. I'll link it right there. It'll make everything we're about to go through today land a whole lot deeper. For those of you who did, you already know what we're dealing with. And now, you are ready to start healing. Let's go. 1. Build a day that feels like it was worth getting up for. This is not about filling your calendar or staying busy. When you were younger, the day had a reason to start, somewhere to be, something expected of you, a shape that carried you through even the harder mornings. That structure was doing something for your brain you never noticed until the day it disappeared. Depression makes every morning feel the same, and when every morning feels the same, the mind stops seeing a reason to move through it. You do not need a packed schedule. You need one anchor point per day that makes today feel different from yesterday. One thing that was planned, not stumbled into. Maybe it's a walk at the same time every morning, a call to someone at 2 p.m., a meal you actually cook. Something small that says, this day was worth starting. Build the day first. The feeling of it being worth starting follows after. 2. Walk for 5 minutes, not 30, 5. Before you tell me you already know exercise helps, hear the specifics because they matter. A large-scale review of 47 studies found that walking is the single most effective exercise for relieving depression in older adults, and critically, it works at very low doses. Not a gym, not a fitness program, not 30 minutes of effort you don't have. 5 minutes out the front door and back counts. Around the block counts. To the end of the street and home counts. Depression drains energy and then uses that lack of energy as a reason not to move. That is the trap. 5 minutes breaks the trap, and 5 minutes almost always becomes 10, not because you pushed yourself, but because movement quietly reminds your body what alive feels like. Start with 5. The rest takes care of itself. 3. Open the window. Sit near it. That is enough. Sunlight is one of the most powerful and most overlooked mood regulators available to an older adult, and it requires nothing from you except proximity to a window. Sunlight exposure, even seated, even near a window on a cloudy day, supports mood regulation, boosts serotonin production, and stabilizes sleep patterns. You do not have to go outside. You do not have to do anything strenuous. Move your chair near the brightest window in your home. Sit there for 20 minutes with your morning coffee. That small act, done every single morning, is not nothing. The light on your face at 8 a.m. tells your brain something important, that the day has started, that the world continues, and that you are part of it. 4. Stop waiting for the mood to come before you do the thing. This is the one most people get backwards. We wait until we feel better to do the things that make us feel better. We wait to feel motivated before we call someone. We wait to feel like ourselves before we go anywhere. Depression reverses that sequence and locks it. The mood does not come first. The action comes first, and the mood follows after. Not immediately, not dramatically, but it follows. Pick one thing today that used to bring you even a trace of something. Not the biggest thing, the smallest version of it. Watch 10 minutes of the sport instead of the full game. Make one phone call instead of waiting to feel like talking. Step outside for 2 minutes instead of waiting for the energy for a walk. The thing before the feeling. Always the thing before the feeling. 5. Look backward. It's actually the fastest way forward. This one surprises people. A group intervention where older adults revisit memories, look through photographs, and share stories from their past showed the largest significant effect of any approach studied in seniors dealing with depression. Not analysis, not talking about problems, just remembering who you were, what you built, what you came through, what you meant to people. Get the photographs out, not to live in the past, but to remind yourself that the person sitting in that chair right now has a history that depression is trying to make invisible. That history is still yours. Where you have been tells you something important about where you can still go. 6. Someone out there needs exactly what you know. Here's the one that lands differently for seniors than for anyone else. Depression after the age of 60 is very often not just about sadness. It's about the quiet loss of relevance, the feeling that the world no longer needs what you have, that your experience, your knowledge, your presence no longer has anywhere to go. And here's what the research found. When older adults found ways to be needed again, through mentoring, through volunteering, through simply being the person someone else turned to, the effect on depression was significant and consistent. Not because it distracted them, but because it restored the one thing depression steals most completely, the sense that you matter to someone today. You have decades of experience that a younger person doesn't have. You've been through things they haven't faced yet. You know things that cannot be found in any app or any search engine. Find one person who needs what you know. That exchange, that moment of being genuinely useful to another human being, does something for depression that no amount of positive thinking ever touches. Before we continue, I want to check in with you. We're halfway through this list, and some of what we've covered so far is probably harder to hear than it sounds, because when you're in it, every small step can feel like climbing something enormous. So I want to say this before the 7th way through 10. You do not have to do all 10 of these. You do not have to do 5. You need 1. Just the one that feels most possible to you today, because one real step, one honest step, is where every recovery from depression has ever begun. That's not optimism. That's what the evidence actually shows.
7. Say it out loud. 3 words is enough. Depression grows in silence, every time. Not because talking about it fixes it immediately, but because loneliness and depression feed each other in a loop that only breaks when someone else enters the room, literally or on the phone. You do not need to explain everything. You do not need the right words. You do not need to have it figured out before you say something. 3 words, that is all. I am struggling. Say that to one person you trust this week. Not to fix it, just to say it. What was entirely yours to carry becomes something shared. And shared weight, even when nothing else changes yet, is lighter. 3 words. That is enough to start. 8. Make the appointment you've been putting off. You know the one. The appointment you keep meaning to make. The conversation you keep telling yourself you will have next week. The visit to the doctor where you will finally say what has actually been going on. Depression is a treatable medical condition, not a normal part of getting older. Evidence-based therapy is highly effective for older adults and helps seniors challenge unhelpful thought patterns and rebuild routines that restore structure and purpose. In some cases, medication is appropriate and can make a significant difference. Medicare covers mental health services. Therapy is not out of reach financially for most seniors. And when you walk in, use the word depression, not I've been tired, not I haven't been myself. The actual word. Your doctor cannot help with something they don't know about. Make the appointment this week. That one decision, that single act of going, has changed more lives than any item on this list. 9. Get up at the same time tomorrow, even if last night was hard. Depression and sleep have a complicated relationship. Each one makes the other worse. When the night is bad, the instinct is to stay in bed longer the next morning, to rest more, to recover. And it feels logical, but for the depressed brain, it's a trap. Because sleeping later makes the following night worse, which makes the next morning harder, and the loop tightens. A consistent wake time, the same time every morning regardless of how the night went, resets the internal clock that depression disrupts. It signals to the brain that the day has structure, even when everything else feels structureless. It does not feel good immediately. In fact, the first few mornings it feels worse. But hold the same wake time for 2 weeks and notice what changes. Getting up at the same time on a hard morning is one of the most powerful small acts available to someone fighting depression after 60. Not because it is easy, because it tells the depression, you do not decide when my day starts. I do. 10. Depression wants you alone. Do the opposite. Depression tells you to be alone. It tells you that you are a burden, that nobody wants to hear it, that you should manage this quietly and not make it anyone else's problem. That voice is the illness talking, not the truth. Being in a room or on a call or in a group with others who understand what depression in later life actually feels like showed consistently stronger outcomes than almost every other single approach studied. Not because of what was said, because of what was shared. Because of what it feels like to sit across from someone and realize for the first time in months that you are genuinely not alone in this. Find the group, the senior center, the support circle, the faith community, the Tuesday morning gathering that has a chair with your name on it. Depression wants you alone. That is its greatest weapon. Take the weapon away. 10 ways, and not one of them requires you to be a different person than you are right now. They require small things, honest things, the kind of things that feel almost too small to matter. And then, one day, quietly, you realize they've been adding up. Depression after the age of 60 is real, it is serious, and it is not permanent. You came back for this video because something in you has not given up, because something in you still believes the next chapter can feel different. That something is right. We'll see you next week. Take care of yourself. You are not done, not even close.